Legion. Crossing the lake, they landed close to the town of Gerasa. As they were scrambling out of the boats, a naked man possessed with an evil spirit ran towards them from the graveyard where he had been sheltering. He had often been shackled and placed in iron chains, but in his fury he would snap them and break free. No one could control his madness and rage. Night and day he would hide in the graveyard or stand on the hillside, screaming and yelling and cutting himself with stones. He had seen Jesus from a distance, and he ran to him, throwing himself at Jesus' feet, shouting, "Why are you here? What do you want from me, Son of the Most High God? Please don't hurt me." Jesus said to the demon, even as the man approached, "Come out of him, you evil spirit. What is your name?" "I am Legion," it replied, "for we are many." The evil spirit begged Jesus over and over again not to cast them into the void. Over on the hillside there was a large herd of pigs quietly rooting about. "Send us into the pigs," begged Legion. "We could live in them." So Jesus gave his permission, and the demons fled into the pigs. But straight away the pigs were driven completely mad, and the entire herd rushed to the cliff edge and plunged to their deaths in the sea. Over 2,000 animals died that day. The herdsmen were utterly terrified and rushed to the town to tell everyone what had just happened, and the crowds came to see for themselves what was going on. When they arrived on the shore, they found Jesus and his followers, together with the man who had long been possessed, sitting in their midst. He was in his right mind, dressed, and perfectly calm. This was even more disturbing for the people, and so they asked Jesus and his followers to get back in their boats and go away at once. As they returned to the boats, the man who had been demon-possessed asked if he could come with them. But Jesus turned to him and said, "No, my friend, you should go home and tell your people what God has done for you and how he took pity on you." So the man went away, giving his testimony of how Jesus had rescued him to everyone he met in the area of the 10 towns of the Decapolis. Man of the Gerasenes, naked and alone, living yet dead, unchained, but yet in darkness bound, deprived of mind, and captive of 1,000 raging voices. Then, rising from his prison tomb to stand before God's most high Son, to face his demons and find true freedom. This too, our destiny in Christ, our rock and solid ground, to know salvation in his name and live to tell how much the Lord has done.